everybody, welcome to my channel, and if you happen to be new here, my name is Kim. So in today's video, we are going to be taking a tour of the office as well as the dining room here at the farmhouse. So I've got my husband behind the camera filming for me today, so thank you so much, Eric, for doing that. I thought I would kind of switch it up a little bit. I know the last couple videos I've just showcased the room set to music, so probably would just kind of switch it up and I show you my face. I show you I'm still here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and look at the office. Now this is a working office. We do use the desk that's in here for various things, and so you are gonna see some ugly. You know, we always have to have, I guess, a little bit of ugly, but we do live here. So I do, if you guys watched my family room tour and my foyer tour, you notice that I use a lot of very traditional Christmas colors. When we start flowing through this part of the house, it starts to change just a little bit. So I use this office as kind of like my transition room, if you will. And so we have a lot of red in here as well still, but we start to focus a little bit more on the blue. And then when we go into the dining room, you'll see that blues and greens are definitely the dominant color this year. All right, so let's go ahead and let's have a look around, Eric. Something new in the room this year is I did pick up this rug. It needs vacuum desperately right now, y'all. My dogs like to come in here and lay, but this rug came from the Habitat Restore. I think I picked it up for maybe $20, but I love these like hand-hooked rugs. I don't know if they're actually hand-hooked, but it's that style that I like so much. And you can see that it's got the red, it's got the blues, and it's got some yellows in there. So I like that color combination for this room. So we like to refer to this big cabinet right here as our Narnia closet. It is huge. I decided to decorate the top with some bulb garland, and of course I did once again use some of my evergreens that I cut from evergreens here on our property. I love to do that in my garlands. I've told you guys that before. It just elevates your garland and makes it just look like real greens. And of course I have the statue of Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus up there. I did pick up that statue from a thrift store probably a couple years ago, and I just think it's so beautiful. I like to use big items up there because that is a big space. We do have tall ceilings at our home. All right, so I did put a little bit of Christmas over here on the dresser this year. Just a little bit. I just put the poinsettia. There's one little tiny Christmas box in there. But I did kind of keep this room a bit more simple, at least simple in my terms. One thing that I really do like though is I took this huge clear vase that I actually picked up from a thrift store, and I just filled it up with the bulbs of the different colors that I happen to be using in this room. And I just thought that looked so pretty. I put a little tree skirt, one of those little mini Christmas tree skirts around the bottom. Here I just have a little set of 4 carolers. I just thought they were so cute. Okay, so remember I said that this room is gonna have a little ugly. Here's what I was referring to. This is kind of like our working corner. And no, I have not come up with a beautiful way to store all of this. It's got our 2 printers on it, and it's just kind of ugly. But like I said, when you live in a home, not everything is perfect, that's for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move on into the dining room. So I don't want to say this is my favorite room this year. I think the family room is my favorite. I love the family room. If you've not watched that video, make sure that you do so. I link it right here in an iCard. But let's go in here. This room is so beautiful. Let's go. Anyway, so it changes themes in here dramatically, doesn't it? But the reason why I wanted to use and incorporate a bit of blue in the office area is because these 2 rooms are definitely connected. And so as you can see in here, the main color this year is blue. Now I do still have my greens a little bit in here, you'll see that. But my goodness, I love the way that this room turned out this year. So just over here, I always have this vase here, and I always have certain greens always in it, but then through the different seasons, I'll pull out different things and I'll plug whatever seasonal type of floral I want in there. This year I decided on these white frosted poinsettias. These did come from Hobby Lobby, I believe. I did not do anything into the hutch this year as far as Christmas goes. Believe it or not, I was trying to keep things a bit more simple. I kind of waited a little bit too long to really get started. I know you're probably thinking this is not simple, but for me, it is quite simple. And I am so sorry if you hear Heidi barking in the background. She is not happy at all because she wants in here. Anyway, so that's just kind of everything in there is just basically the way it has been. But let's move on over here to just this beautiful tree. Guys, fun fact, when Eric and I first got married, maybe it might not have been the first year, but the first year or two, I ended up decorating a tree with like blue and silver and maybe white. And we used, I think it was all of these blue lights on our tree, and he loved it. Matter of fact, we used to decorate the outside of our home with blue icicle lights, and that blue color is so pretty. So I kind of was bringing that back out. Some of the ornaments that I have on the tree this year are ornaments that we used back when we used to do a blue tree like every year, such as this cute little snowman right here. So this little guy, and then I've got this Santa Claus right here. I've talked to you guys before about bulb garlands, how much I love them. They just, such an easy way to take up a lot of space on a tree. And I just think they look so beautiful, all clustered together like that. I feel like it's one of my signature moves, I guess you will, for any Christmas tree that I do. I typically always have an exploding tree topper, which of course this year I did with the different, I've got white snowflakes and I've got clear kind of crystally snowflakes. But another thing that I always do is I always use some kind of picks of some sort sticking out of the tree, and not just on the top. If you can see, I've got deer antlers right here. I've got these kind of crystallized twigs. And then as you can see, what I like to do is I like to hang ornaments off of those. It just adds so much fun, so much whimsy, and so much dimension to your trees. And these things, these are mirrored icicles. They came from Hobby Lobby. It was several years ago that I picked them up, but the light catches them and they kind of move just a little bit, and it just looks so beautiful and shimmery. And these silver big deers right here, those actually came from Dollar Tree quite a many years ago. And this is a new thing this year. I love this stuff, you guys. It came in a roll. This year, the white came from Hobby Lobby. I have some red in the family room that came from a garden store that I picked up last year. This is fun. This is just a lot of fun. I'm very, very detailed when it comes to my Christmas trees. And this gorgeous gal right here, she is all gussied up. This is my antique dress form that she, for a long time, has lived in the foyer. But I decided to move her into the dining room, and I decided to place a very old vintage fur jacket on her to just dress her to the nines for her fabulous debut here in this beautiful, what are we gonna call this dining room this year? This is the Ice Palace dining room. I don't know, give me a name, you guys. Come up with something. Tell me in the comment section, what would you name this theme this year? And let's see, over here, The only thing I have is I've got actually a nutcracker set. This is baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph. I had to laugh the other day because I looked at Mary and I'm like, Mary still looks like she's kind of pregnant. But I thought that was really cute. I've had them for a while. I don't know where I picked them up, probably Walmart, but how cute. And then let's talk about the fireplace mantle, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love this mantle. I always love, this literally is probably my one of my top 3 favorite rooms in our home, to be honest with you. But I love decorating this mantle. I kind of kept the top simple. I used the blue and white ginger jars and the blue and white platter, but the garland is just, I think it turned out spectacular this year, to be honest with you. Up here, this green piece that you see right here was actually a twin-sized headboard that I repurposed. I painted and distressed it and all that fun stuff. I love the way that that piece turned out, and I actually installed a hook on it so that I could place different wreaths or whatever I decided on. So that is it. That is the end of our tour. I hope that you guys have liked it. I hope that you like the way that we kind of changed it up a little bit this tour and kind of, I just walked around showing you this. Let me know, I'm curious. I know sometimes it seems like half and half. Some people like it just set to music. Other people like to see you talking about it. I personally like when people talk, just because then you kind of get a little bit more information, I think. So I hope you guys are having an absolutely blessed and wonderful Christmas season so far. I cannot believe it's so close, you guys. I just can't. So as far as this channel goes, I think have maybe 1 or 2 more Christmas type of videos that I'm trying to get out to you guys. I've got a tea party that I'm wanting to set up. Keep your fingers crossed, we'll see. But if not, I hope everybody, like I said, has a wonderful, beautiful, Merry Christmas. Remember, Jesus is the reason for this season. So thankful that God has blessed me in such a wonderful way with not only a beautiful house, with a beautiful family. And I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for all your support this year. It means the world to me to read your beautiful, sweet comments. Seriously. All right, guys, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.